Okay. Hi. Hello. Um. So I played some Have a Nice Death while I wasn't on stream. Um. Because I wanted to, and also. I was trying to decide if I was going to keep streaming it. But I was like, it's not fair for me to potentially beat the game where it can't be seen by others. So I recorded the boss fights. Um, yeah, yeah. I'll let past me explain it, I think. Okay. Hi, everybody. This is pre recorded. I'm not streaming right now. I'm doing this because, well, I wanted to play Have a Nice Death, but I don't necessarily want to spend all of my streaming time playing Have a Nice Death. So, what is going to follow is a series of recordings depending upon, where things end up. I'll basically be just, pausing the recording when I'm not in a boss fight, and we'll just see how it goes. Hopefully, it goes well, and we beat life, and that'll be it, I hope. Because while I'm enjoying the game, it's starting to stress me out. Anyway, we'll see you in a few, hopefully with some gameplay. Okay, so back with first Thanager. We're going to fight Leon the Cleaner. Just so you know, we're using the Discythe, the Whirl Daggers, which are the poison ones that have the dive attack, or if you hold up, they have the dash. And then I forgot what this is already called, the Fire Screamer, which honestly doesn't seem very good, but I'm going to try the Frenzy on it and see what I think. Hi, Leon. Wow, this is not what I would call impressive. I don't know about that one. Well, anyway, that was Leon. I guess... What's an alteration? Oh. I don't know how I feel about that. We're going to skip it. We're just going to take bonus cloak damage. Anyway, we'll be back with the next boss fight with Brad. Here we are, getting ready to take on Brad. Ooh, I died on Brad. Okay, well, we'll be back with the next run. Okay, so now we're on to the first Thanager again. This time it's going to be Pump. We have the Voracious Burst and the Rocket Launcher, and we're using the Sickles. So let's just see how this goes. Pump. Sure. Alright, well, moving on to Brad again. See you soon. Alright, so the only big change is that we added the infused butterflies to our attacks, so hopefully this goes well. Hi, Brad. Oh boy. Well, that was a thing. See you at the next boss. Well, everyone, it's Slima. Well, we tried. See you at the next one. It'll be Grimes. Alright. Time for Grimes. And we just upgraded our rocket launcher. Whew. Invulnerability point. Way too much! Yeah. Grimes. Alright. We'll see you at the next one. Alright. King Denzel Denge. Well, that's that. Okay, well, see you for the next one. Alright. Hi, Crank. So, the only thing that's really relevant, I think, is that I got the upgrade for the Mothra butterflies. So, we're gonna just launch even more. Yes. Well, that wasn't so bad, right? Back soon. It's time for Flage. There we go. So this is actually working out fairly well. The Voracious Burst is fully upgraded now, which means that it's always doing lifesteal, and it does a pretty good amount of damage. And also we're getting health every time we use it to kill something, like max health. The rocket launcher is honestly doing very well for us. I'm hoping the next upgrade does more than just damage, but I don't know. And then the sickle. We have more than enough money to get all of our upgrades now. The next time we go to the control room. But we still haven't found a prismium and a shop in conjunction to get the last piece of the medallion that we need. So here's hoping we get that soon. Alright. Well, we're getting ready to fight the Major. We went ahead and fully upgraded everything that we're using. Important upgrades. Our scythe is dealing more damage. We can backstab. And our aerial attacks deal bonus damage. We also got the stuck refinement, so 10% of the time they just freeze in place. Periodic, we heal 1 HP. We get money for killing stuff every 20% of the time, which is how we've been able to afford everything. Spells are cheaper. We have more mana. We launch deadly butterflies. We cancel out a hit received every 20 seconds. Our spells deal 50% bonus damage. And we launch even more butterflies. So, let's see whose rocket launcher is better. This rocket launcher is doing good work. My rocket launcher is better than the general's. Well, I'm really hoping that we get a Prismium guaranteed in the inevitable time department, and I really hope we get access to the shop so we can get the last piece, so we can try to take the fight to life. Anyway, we'll see you when we get to the next boss fight. If I can pause. Okay, as you can see, I'm getting ready to take the fight to time. As you can also see behind the little label, I opened the locker, so I have all of the pieces of the medallions so that I can fight life. So all I have to do is not get completely trashed by the game crashing. I'll be right back. Okay. We made it through the elevator this time. Now, to finish running down everything that we've got going on before we get into the last rush here. So, we have the fully upgraded sickles, the fully upgraded Voracious Burst, the fully upgraded rocket launcher. On top of that, our curses. We are currently sitting on, I believe, 10 defense from our stuff. That's plus 5. Alright, we get a periodic pure heal of 5 HP. We have 2 more anima slots, which are full. We can make enemies stuck. Periodic, we also just heal. Determination's not going to matter anymore. Sinister Gear does more damage. Have a chance of backstab, and the Scythe does bonus damage. Spells deal cost less. I have more mana. I launch butterflies. I cancel out damage every 20 seconds. My spells deal 50% more damage, and I launch more butterflies. Okay. Let's do this. Hi, Bridget. There we go. Alright. We just need those high damage outputs from the frenzy on the spell, it seems, to be able to really hammer it home. And we came out of it with full health, so everything's fine. Everything's fine. We have no rerolls, so we're just stuck with whatever we get here. Don't care about anything that says termination. Ooh, I wish I'd seen that first. Just a bonus anima slot. But I don't want to take any penalties, because the penalties at this point can be quite brutal. So we are going to take the ceasefire and hope that we get a cool ceasefire, maybe. Not that we're ever going to not be firing. You'll note we're not pausing now, because there's nothing else that happens in this stage. And so we can talk a little bit before I hit time right here. The strategy is pretty basic, right? Just frenzy as soon as possible, as often as possible with Voracious Burst. Because it heals us, and it does pretty dang good damage. Hey, time. I'm often found near frustration and weariness, but silence is my domain. It could be yours too. Think of me, and you might feel relief. Well, not bad, right? Oh, he stuck me. Hey, time. We're doing quite well. I didn't jump fast enough. Alright, this fight's over. Ouch, holy smokes. Alright. Now, we make our way to the final fight. I think that we actually stand a chance here. You know, it's the way it is. Unfortunately for Death, vacation's over. I guess I can't skip this cutscene. I mean, if this doesn't work out, then, you know, we'll just get to share, how long is this? 20-minute recording instead of a multiple hour-long one. Periodic effects go faster, considering we have 2 things that heal us with periodic effects. It seems great. Alright. Welcome to the realm of life, everyone, where we're totally gonna get canned. Okay, we've got her down to a third. Wow, we survived the damage output. Wow, the sonic spin attack there. Alright, she's gone back to her full heal. Alright, we're out of healing. So if this doesn't drop her... Hey! I of course do it while I'm not live and I don't have an audience. Well. Impossible! We had the timings all worked out. The plan was perfect! Death Inc. is mine! Mine! How did it all go wrong? I'll tell you how. You're getting old. Me? Old? No, you take that back right now, you, me, time. None of us are as young as we once were. We've been in the business a while. It's hard to keep up. So it's actually more important than ever that we take a break now and then. You need to be able to let it go, life. That's something you've never been able to understand. There's no point in dragging it out any longer, so let's put an end to this production. I think it's for the best. And curtain. Curtain. Let's just wait and see. Next time it'll be different and you have a crappy vacation for losers. Hey! It worked out! I'm shocked. Gonna peek around again? It's time! Oh, the sigh. Meanwhile, at Death Incorporated... Pump! Stamp. 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 Alright. As is my wont, we will watch the credits on this recording. Well... Oh, look at it. We're going to get vacation photos. That's nice. So... Oh, how do I even start with this? Oof. Rough. There's... a lot. In this game to like, and there's a lot in this game that's a little bit frustrating. So, you may have noticed I beat it on self-fulfillment, also known as EZ mode. I'm sure that people are perfectly capable of beating this on the higher difficulties. I imagine with more practice I could be. But even on that mode, as you saw in these recordings, I already failed one run on this. The game is still difficult. And a lot of that comes down to the roguelike nature of the tool set that you're given. I have found that in my playthrough that basically if you don't start with good tools, it's very hard to recover in this game. You have to either have very high damage output, which we had this time, via the rocket launcher and the Voracious Burst. You need to have auto-targeting attacks, so the butterflies, the Frenzy on Voracious Burst, and the Frenzy on the rocket launcher, all auto-targeted enemies. The stuck effect makes bosses way easier, and I almost feel like it might be a necessity for life, because she's so fast and she's so small, unlike most of the bosses who are actually bigger than you. You know, it's also just tough with some of the dodging. I always feel like the dodge is a little slow to launch, and that it ends too soon with its invulnerability. So there's that. But all that said, I did keep coming back to play more of it. It is fun. And I might, spend some more time on it just for myself. Well-earned vacation. Wow. We're just gonna skip past all this, because, hey look, we did stuff. Sure. I imagine we go back to work now, that's the game, because, it never ends. And so, we've got new options, I'm sure. I can't but compliment you on this beach resort decoration, Muriel. Beautiful work, Reverend. Yes, yes, as usual, she's a genius, she is the best, and she knows it too. You should spend a few days by the sea yourself, it would do you good, you know. She's not interested in relaxation, she finds it distasteful. What she needs is to create. Right now, she is wondering whether or not she should convert to a more noble medium, more akin to her brilliance, inventing and designing costumes for masked vigilantes, perhaps. No, that would be a real renouncement of aesthetics. So now... There's not other stuff to unlock? Okay. I'm guessing everybody has something to say about me having gone on vacation. Oh, they don't. Wild. Pump will. Oh, boss! Boss! Hang on. Slow down, young Quinn. You don't want it to go down the wrong way. Swallow first, then you can talk. I'm just trying to be more like you. I want to have earned my role, so I'm drinking coffee in an effort to be more serious. Jerry was the one who recommended it. But even with milk, it's disgusting. Yuck. You must be really old to enjoy this. Otherwise, yuck. Anyway, I don't mean to offend you. You know what I mean. Don't worry about it. Right. Work. Looks like things are finally moving down there. Yes, the Sorrows weren't really listening to me at first, but now they're on their best behavior or hang on, I wrote it down somewhere. No need to check. Let's sort it out now. The Sorrows are still shareholders after all. Either they start contributing to the smooth running of the company, or they can clear out. There's no other way. Hey! Oh boy. Yes, but in that case, you need to say that... Oh, hi, welcome back, boss. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Very well, thank you. You know, there's one thing I've been meaning to ask you for years, Joe. Why the devil do you insist on doing all of your sums in your head? It's easier, boss. It feels like a bit like I'm on vacation myself. Victorials are fun. You are entitled to vacation time, you know. Yeah. Look, I'll think about it, if you want me to. No, if you want to, Joe. Alright. By that... Oh, we have to kill life 3 times to unlock a laser. I think I'm good, thanks. I just don't see really caring. But look, we can go up to breakdown 3. Seems bad. Oh, Jocelyn. Oh, boss, there you are. I've been looking forward to seeing you again. Now, perhaps you can pick up the pace a bit. Oh, dear, now you have me worried. What happened? Wasn't Pump Quinn able to cope in my absence? Oh, yes, and then some. The Sorrows didn't make it easy, but Pump soon got things in hand. The problem is the speed, boss. Speed is very important. But each time I went up or down a smidge too fast, Mr. Quinn puked a little bit. Poor thing. Doesn't have a very strong stomach. So I had to drop my speed to 45 miles per hour, but speed isn't an issue for you, so now you're back and get back to business as usual. Well, actually, Jocelyn, now that you mention it, if we could slow down just a tad, that would be... No. Forget I said anything. Go back to your usual speed. I don't want to temper your enthusiasm. Yeah. So... As you can see, we now get 3 things to start with, which is good. But we've done what we came here to do. And so I'll share this with you all on the stream. And upload it to YouTube. I'm shocked that I managed it, honestly. I didn't think I would. At least not that quickly. So, thank you for checking this out, and we'll see you next time with more of whatever is happening next time. And until that time, you have a good night. Bye. Okay, so that was the recording. Obviously, I beat the game already. But we came here for some more Have a Nice Death, and it's only been half an hour because we only played the boss fights. So I will do a run, and we will see how that goes. There we go. Right. Also, this is on the higher breakdown level 3, so this will be fun. Electrical procedure. Procedure is not just a minute. I'll put you on hold. What a lovely surprise. Back from vacation so soon? Hello, Patrick. Just thought I'd check in quickly to see how things are going. No need to worry about a thing. Just a second. I'll be right back. I have a call waiting. Hello? Yes? No? No? Never? Asking for an 89% pay raise because he worked a 180-hour week. You know how it is. 180-hour week? Yes, but it's nothing to worry about, Mr. CS. The kid's got it all under control. Believe me. Hang on. Another call. Hello, Deathing Front Desk. We did indeed order 200,000 sparkly pink t-shirts. Yes, I'm listening and I'm taking note. Yeah, well, we're on breakdown 3. It's fine. Don't worry. Oh, well, look who's back, the co-founder of Death Inc. Incorporated. I'd almost forgotten what you look like. You know, Shaw, when someone's back after a long break, it's customary to greet them. A good vacation or a simple hello would have sufficed. If good manners are too much to ask, you could at least pretend to behave like a normal employee. It would make a nice change. I'm fine. Welcome. Forget it. We will infuse Frozen. Frozen seems like a good one to infuse. We'll go to equipment storage because we do not have enough equipment yet. Hi, Harriet. Harriet, what are you looking so down in the dumps about? Oh dear. You can't let that get you down. It's family. It will sort itself out. Look, I'm back from vacation and I'm fighting fit. Chop chop, let's go. Yes, wonderful. That's it. Great. Thumbs up. Oh, come on, Harriet. I'm doing better. Good even. It's all thanks to you and your Olympic-style training. Hey, you're right. There we go. Think positive, Harriet. So, ready to help me get my crumbling old bones back in shape after my vacation? I'd rather not pull a muscle on my first day back. Yes, 550 burpees, 50 push-ups, 50 squats, 50 star jumps, and 50 laps around the addictions department while standing on your head. Gotta build those biceps, boss. Go easy on me all the same, eh? Build those biceps! Pop. 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 What do we got? The Brutenhammer. Let's go fight Leon. I don't like these weapon options. We need something better. Alright, that was a little more rough than I was hoping for. Oh, the cloak cooled out. We'll take that. That seems good. We'll go to equipment storage again. Maybe we'll get something better than the Whizlatch Barrage. Although maybe that gets better if you fully upgrade. Oh, yeah, everything gets better if you fully upgrade it, but... Good. Vampirism. Perfect. Come on. Come on. And here he is, the world's most handsome boss. So, how's he doing? How was the beach? Wonderful, Mark. Thank you. It was the perfect opportunity to reflect on a few things. I'm so pleased to see you looking yourself again. Sinister, but not dismayed sinister. More conquering sinister. Or even majestic sinister. Oh, it's like anything. You get used to it. Or the absence of it, as the case may be. Besides, it may return someday. You have to think positive. Who knows? For example, Mark, perhaps that temperamental hand of yours may one day transform into a giant spider. Or maybe Jocelyn will get a whole body, not just arms and a face. We'll just have to wait and see. Man, this layout stinks. Let's get the almost free upgrades. We'll make the petrols deal more damage. Claude? Oh no, just a bit of sunbathing. I needed some peace and quiet after all that. Ah yes, all the same. And you should have seen the color of the water. Magnificent. Reds, yellows, greens, the corals were splendid. No, too many people. It was packed. Might as well have gotten the ghetto blaster out and put on a one-man freestyle show on the Pebble Beach. That's more my style. Really? Not bad. And how's it coming along? Alright, Brad. I'm back. I found the way to avoid staring at your wrinkled old mug anymore. I'm going to take like 1,000 years of PTO right now. What an excellent idea. Let me sign off on it with my scythe. Interesting. Hi, Brad. Just an 8% chance of crit? I'll take it. Ba-da-bum-bum. $10:30. It's never too early for a break, is it, Mr. Jerry? You've only been back from vacation 2 minutes and you're already hit on a touchy subject. Why are you using both my first and last names? To get your attention, don't change the subject. 10:30. So when did this break start? 30 minutes ago? And it finishes at 11? Hey, that's funny. I'm glad to see you're feeling better. But who said I'm on a break? Well, you're in the break room holding a coffee. All clues point to my theory being correct. Nope, wrong, boss. I have a social and economic commitment meeting at 10:45, and since I didn't want to have to wait in line at the coffee machine like an idiot, I got here a bit early. Gives me a chance to brush up on capital before the meeting starts. You know, while you were on vacation, the intern decided to schedule some extra committee meetings to bring some order to the chaos surrounding the SARS, and it's an excellent idea. A lot of changes have been made in your absence, boss. You're in for a surprise. Well, let's go to toxic food because we made petrol stronger. Time for more curses. It's Wizlatch Barrage again, only now it's upgraded. Let's just take a 5% chance to deal 10 bonus damage. We'll let the Waldo boxes attack further away. I'm not really worried about that. Candace! Oh boy. Cloak does 15 bonus damage, or both the Cloak and the Scythe deal a little bit more damage. Just a straight 15% discount at the control room is pretty good. But let's take the Avatar Cloak. Fine. Whatever. We're not going to be a spellcaster, but that's fine because the skulls were already eating up all of our mana anyway for one cast. Ooh. We'll stick with the weapons we have. To the vault! We need Cloak cooldown so that we can just be using this hammer non-stop. It does good damage, though, that's for sure. All that for a handful of gold bars. Ooh, maybe we get our Prismium here. That would be nice. Back already, Master? What do you mean already? I've been gone at least... Actually, how long have I been gone? I've lost track. Well, that just goes to show it wasn't long enough. But that's okay. Alright, Jacob, that's enough laughter. How did it go with young Quinn at the helm, then? No complaints here, I got some good assignments. Mr. Quinn wanted you to make him a combat lantern from a big turnip and a piece of enchanted copper. Tricky, but possible. Really? Not bad. And how's it coming along? It's going to take time. One day it will be ready. One day, perhaps. Well, if you just got here, you missed the recording I played of me beating the game. But that's okay, because it'll be online later. Oh, hi, boss. How was your vacation? Where did you go? Oh, well, just the usual beach vacation. Sun, sea, golden sands, relaxation, and all that. Ah, yeah, funny. I would have thought you'd be somewhere more, how can I put this, more exciting. You see what I mean? You know, a city break. I've done that sort of thing in the past, but no, it's not really my thing. Paris is always packed. Besides, the Parisians are about as likable as OSHA. And it's like 15,000 solar coffee. No thanks. New York's the same. London's even worse. Ugh. London? Yes, London. You know, fish and chips, cups of tea, bland food, rotten weather, all that Mary Poppins nonsense. London. But yeah, now we're on breakdown level 3. Gonna see if we can beat Waldo. You know how it works, boss. 5 portions of Candace is not enough. You need to try her at least 7 times before you decide whether or not you like her. For the last time, I do not need my employees, but your goose is certainly cooked. Well, turns out turns out I'm still not up to that level of breakdown. Or maybe I am and it's just the wrong tool set and I wasn't giving Waldo enough respect. I suppose anything's possible. Yeah. Okay, so Breakdown 3 is just the... I have no idea. Sadi, that was the boss's seminar awarded to me in 2018. Why not? She found that the interest of the work took on a new meaning through the representation of a different failure, like the tentacles of dereliction. Alright, if you say so. There's something that was better where it was, Muriel. Dialectic rancor, the absolute could not be annihilated. What's that you're remembering? Be quiet. She's taking notes for Breakdown 4. She's had a flash of genius. She almost ruined it. She must work now, so leave her in peace. That wasn't what I wanted. I want that one. And that one. What weapon did we get? It's either the Shakespeare or the Javelin. One of them I like, and one of them I'm kind of medium on. It's the Shakespeare, because of course it is. I'll take the Twinsy. Infuse bleed. Now ooh, wait. I haven't left this floor yet. I can go change my weapon. It's a shame the sickles weren't an option. But the scythe is. And the scythe is plenty fast. So that we can really stack those bleed effects. Waldo deserves some respect, doesn't he? No, he doesn't. He's a jukebox. And a bad one. Rude. Yeah, that's fine. Prismium deposit, hopefully. It'd be great to get a Prismium now. No, yet 9, but I agreed with you. Alright. Hey. Woohoo! These are all pretty good, actually. Retrain is better than backstab because I have more control over it. The max health is nice, especially this early, but I think I just want to like try to focus on the damage, and I'll just try to be better at dodging. Give me that curse. Cloak Swish launches a deadly butterfly. Sure. Like, we have 2 cloak weapons. Wish we had a Prismian. Brad. Time to fight Brad. We're going to take the cloak damage. We're going to spend all of our money. Alright. Well, we'll go to the pollution department. Since we don't respect Waldo. Whoop. Ooh. Okay, like the Tornadoman is good. But I'm kind of building a thing here, so we'll put the Tornadoman in the box to sell. We're just not going to do spells. I should have looked at what my tree was before I said that. Let's take the chance to pierce. I don't think I've ever been to the spell store, and this is just going to give me more max mana, so let's go to the spell store. Just to see what it looks like. It looks like it's just any other level. You dingus. Don't care. Oh wait, except I'm supposed to be recycling weapons. So I guess I do care. X4H. Really? So this is like the reason I'm actually dying on these higher difficulty runs, because I just don't get health. Because you just don't get as much healing back. 100% chance of dealing backstab. Worth it. Minions in this department will deal more damage. We're not giving Sorrows an upgrade. Are you kidding me? Solary Prismium. Hopefully something good. That worked out. I have enough to upgrade 2 things. So I suppose we just upgrade our cloak items because that's what we want. Alright, Grimes. Can I beat Grimes on this difficulty? The famous Slaymore, a beautiful tool for slashing budgets. Wait a minute, why did you bring it here? Come on, Gordon, don't play dumb. Come on. Ah, he dodged! Maybe there's a way we can negotiate before you do something. We do something we'll regret. Stop over polluting willy-nilly or I'll annihilate you. There, that's my suggestion. We're going to take anger leads to hatred after all of that. I should have just taken it to begin with. I was hoping to get Mothral enemy. Physical illness department. I don't want to fight Max. Prismium deposit. Alright. Prismium. Okay. Well, the anima deposit seems like the correct call because I don't have any anima, but also I want curses. So we're going for the curse because I'm a dummy. You have no cheesecake? Truly, life is tragic. Were you supposed to have cheesecake? Like, has someone stolen your cheesecake? I walked right into that. I'm about to die. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll be going to the Natural Disasters Department. If we survive that long. Hazardous Floor, because I remember them giving anima as rewards for these. Well, that sucks for us. Well, that was the whole floor. Awesome. Mosquito time! Oh, he's already dead. We've already decided we're not going to the Natural Disasters Department, so this works out great. We have our Prismium, so let's get that over with. Ceasefire for 10 seconds and a violent explosion? Okay. Okay. I have to know. One Mississippi, two Mississippi, three Mississippi, except that it's not ticking down. Alright, Crank. My sorrow of viral diseases. What do you have against this project? Well, it's simple. You're not allowed to go over my head. Okay, that was the explosion. That's it. I am not doing well. Shop prices can go up by 10%. I don't care. I never need to go to a shop again. Probably. I probably do. I probably need to buy healing. That worked out. I could buy an anima. Modern Warfare. Let's race this down. What do you mean, poor Hector? He's a big bully. He's got a pumped up sense of self-worth. Oh! Okay, the explosion does do something then. It just didn't seem to do much to the boss. Cooldown for the cloak seems good. Vitamin department for health, hopefully. Flay's just gonna eat us alive. At least if she has her way. I absolutely dodged that. Well, I was right. Okay. We did deal 500 damage in a single hit. I feel pretty strong about that. She could be the sorrow of famine. You're right, but what will be the point of an entire department dedicated solely to famine? Hard to say. Exactly. Even if we found the right candidate for the job, who are we to put under her? Seems ambitious to me. Besides, we already tried that Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and Famine, War, and all that. It makes for good fiction, but not much more. At the end of the day, the be all and end all is me. I'm gonna be honest with you folks. I just want to see what this Dagust is, and then we're probably gonna... I'll replay the fight against life that we won so that you can see... Oh gosh, it's on a slow recharge too. That's amazingly slow. I don't know that I like these. Oh, anyway. Let's quit the game. And then... Is it this one? Yes. What is the speed, boss? Getting back to the start of the boss fight. Here, we'll go all the way back to the Bridget stuff because I also explain what my fighting stuff is. What everything I've got going on is. Alright. Here you go, just for you. What you missed at the start. So I have all going on before we get into the last rush here. So we have the fully upgraded sickles, the fully upgraded Voracious Burst, the fully upgraded rocket launcher. On top of that, our curses. We are currently sitting on, I believe, 10 defense from our stuff. That's plus 5. Alright, we get a periodic pure heal of 5 HP. We have 2 more anima slots, which are full. We can make enemies stuck. Periodic, we also just heal. Determination's not going to matter anymore. Sinister Gear does more damage. Have a chance of backstab, and the Scythe does bonus damage. Spells deal cost less. I have more mana. I launch butterflies. I cancel out damage every 20 seconds. My spells deal 50% more damage, and I launch more butterflies. Okay. Let's do this. Hi, Bridget. There we go. Alright. We just need those high damage outputs from the frenzy on the spell, it seems, to be able to really hammer it home. And we came out of it with full health, so everything's fine. Everything's fine. We have no rerolls, so we're just stuck with whatever we get here. Don't care about anything that says termination. Ooh, I wish I'd seen that first. Just a bonus anima slot. But I don't want to take any penalties, because the penalties at this point can be quite brutal. So we are going to take the ceasefire and hope that we get a cool ceasefire, maybe. Not that we're ever going to not be firing. You'll note we're not pausing now, because there's nothing else that happens in this stage. And so we can talk a little bit before I hit time right here. The strategy is pretty basic, right? Just frenzy as soon as possible, as often as possible with Voracious Burst. Because it heals us, and it does pretty dang good damage. Hey, time. I'm often found near frustration and weariness, but silence is my domain. It could be yours too. Think of me, and you might feel relief. Well, not bad, right? Oh, he stuck me. Hey, time. We're doing quite well. I didn't jump fast enough. Alright, this fight's over. Ouch, holy smokes. Alright. Now, we make our way to the final fight. I think that we actually stand a chance here. You know, it's the way it is. Unfortunately for Death, vacation's over. I guess I can't skip this cutscene. I mean, if this doesn't work out, then, you know, we'll just get to share, how long is this? 20-minute recording instead of a multiple hour-long one? Periodic effects go faster, considering we have 2 things that heal us with periodic effects. It seems great. Alright. Welcome to the realm of life, everyone, where we're totally gonna get canned. Okay, we've got her down to a third. Wow, we survived the damage output. Wow, the sonic spin attack there. Alright, she's gone back to her full heal. Alright, we're out of healing. So if this doesn't drop her... Hey! I of course do it while I'm not live and I don't have an audience. Well. Impossible! We had the timings all worked out. The plan was perfect. Death Inc. is mine. Mine. How did it all go wrong? I'll tell you how. You're getting old. Me? Old? No. You take that back right now, you, me, time. None of us are as young as we once were. We've been in the business a while. It's hard to keep up. So it's actually more important than ever that we take a break now and then. You need to be able to let it go, life. That's something you've never been able to understand. There's no point in dragging it out any longer, so let's put an end to this production. I think it's for the best. And curtain. Curtain. Let's just wait and see. Next time it'll be different and you have a crappy vacation for losers. Hey! It worked out! I'm shocked. Gonna peek around again? It's time! Oh, the sigh. Meanwhile, at Death Incorporated... Pump! Stamp. 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 Alright. As is my wont... Well, there you go. Now you've seen it too. And some of you saw it twice. Like, it can be done. You just have to get real lucky with the loadout you get. And I think that's even more true with the higher difficulties. Oh yeah, Brad's standing behind Pump there. It's great. It's great. Anyway, that's going to be it for streaming Have a Nice Death. I'm probably going to play it more, and if I do, I will make a point of letting you guys know if any cool stuff happens in the story. But as it is, I'm ready for a game that doesn't try my thumbs quite so hard for a little bit. So, we're going to go back to Citizen Sleeper next, and try to wrap up some story in there, and maybe dig into some other story in there. Ooh. And, yeah. things will be what they'll be. Um, and then I said I was going to play something else after that, and I've already forgotten what I said I was going to play next. Oh, right. We were going to finish Citizen Sleeper, then we were going to play some MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Which, I'm going to tell you something right now. I bought the DLC for it, like all of it, so that I could have more mechs. And like there's more campaign starting locations. So we'll pick a campaign. Exactly. There's a Hatchet Man. The one that the newest one, what's it called? The Loader King. Which is just like, okay, sure. Um, but yeah, we could play through the Rise of the Rosselhog. Um, but we're probably going to just pick. We're probably just going to pick. The question is, well, there's the Dragon's Gambit. We could do the campaign where we help the Keratins. Like, I don't know why you gotta be like this. All of these people are awful. Every one of them. They're all awful. Um, except for the Jenners. They had the right idea of building Jenners. Of course you'd say that. I saw a hilarious tier list ranking of the mechs in MechWarrior 5, and they said the best light mech was the Raven, and Jenners weren't even in like the top 5. And I was just like, what? Like, sure, like, absolutely, the urban mech's at the bottom. It's supposed to be at the bottom. Um, but, like, really? Jenners are pretty good. Sure, the Raven's really good, whatever. Um, I personally liked when I was playing around with a commando, so it's almost like the answer is just more explosives. Um, anyway, we got. Oh, they had the commando ranked pretty low. It went like urban mech at the bottom, then the commando, then oh geez, I can't even remember them all. I just remember kind of laughing. Anyway, anyway, yeah. So next time, Citizen Sleeper. We will figure out what we're doing next. After that will be some MechWarrior, which we might do like one or two of the campaigns because some of them are short, some of them are long, but we might also just do like some mercenary nonsense. The campaigns are just, they're well written like storylines, but like you don't have to do them. And then after MechWarrior, what did I threaten? I threatened The Surge for more sci-fi dystopia. But then like there's also the option of Go Bionic. The Bionic Commando Rearmed and Bionic Commando were both for sale, very, very cheap. And I bought them because I've played them both before. I've beaten them both before, but they're a lot of fun, and grapple hooks are great, and more video games should use grapple hooks. At some point, I'm supposed to play Halo. At some point. Let's see. What else did I have in here? that's like to be played. Hey, you're playing Halo. That's right. Sweet. Well, I need to play Halo so I can come up with intelligent questions to ask you while you stream Halo. So I can be like, well, what do you think Guilty Spark meant when he cackled here? What was I saying? Right. So there's Stray. There's Massive Chalice. There's Homeworld. There's Broken Age. One of these days, we really do have to like finish playing fantasy basketball. Pyre. I have so many games. I have so many. It's because I can't stop buying them when they're on sale. And that's just what's on the computer. And then, like, you know, you get a lot of stuff for free from some of these markets now. And then, like, I have an entire itch.io account that's got so many games on it because I, like, donated monies to charities through them, and people were like, here, have all of these games as a thank you for donating to charity. And I was like, yeah, okay. Like, not all of them are good, but they are all there. Gosh, so many games. And that's just on the computer. I still have my Switch, my PlayStation 4, 3, 2, 1, Wii U, Wii, Xbox 360. I can't stream any of my DS games because I don't own a streaming DS. I never will. But yeah, there's just a lot of games to play. And some of them I really want to share with people. Um, there are modified DSs and 3DSs that people have that, like, you know, you had to crack it open and solder in some new parts to allow it to have an output signal. And there are people that have made those, and there are people that have them. There are people that stream with them. There are also people who emulate them, which I don't think it's appropriate to stream emulated games, if that makes any sense. You know, the idea of software piracy is so difficult to, like, square that circle these days. For me, I guess, you know, I hold these truths, and they don't always agree with reality. Um, but if you can't get a game any other way, I don't have a problem with people playing it. Uh, it's not piracy if you can't buy it. If you can buy it, then difficult to say. Right, I picked up a free game because we have Amazon Prime, and it's like, oh yeah, here's this free game you could have, which was one that I'd had on a list at some point, and I was like, oh, Blade Assault. What was that one again? Sci-fi cyberpunk sword fighting. Apparently. There's just so many games. And it never ends. But, yeah. I want to see if I can get the PS2 hooked up. because I want to inflict Breath of Fire 5 Dragon Quarter on every single person in existence. Because it's one of my favorite RPGs from the PlayStation 2, which, considering that was the one that had Final Fantasy X and some others. The game I'm talking about wanting to play because I want other people to see it is Breath of Fire 5, subtitle, Dragon Quarter. And it is a 3D RPG, party-based, action point-based combat, where, how to put this? The Breath of Fire games are pretty standard sword and sorcery, chosen hero with the blood of the dragon, right? Like, I really, really liked the first Breath of Fire game. I never got the chance to really play the second one, the third one, or the fourth one. I remember renting the second one at one point and renting the third one at one point, and I could never find a copy of the fourth one. But when PlayStation 2 came out, they made one for that, Breath of Fire 5, and it is a massive departure from all of the previous ones. The conceit is the world ended however many whatever ago's, it doesn't really matter, and all of humanity and everybody moved underground into the caves to survive the apocalypse. And now, here we are, long time later, and you are a hunter, which is to say a person who goes into the caves and kills the mutant creatures that have escaped captivity and harass the populace. And you live on the lowest level, which is the worst level because the air quality is so bad. And you... how to put this? You find a girl who has wings, and she purifies the air around her, which makes her extremely valuable because all of the ancient machinery is failing, things are falling apart, the world above isn't safe, and basically the problem is that she's going to die. There's so much poison in the air that she's a living air filter. She doesn't magically purify the air. She takes the poison into herself. And so the story is that you decide that you have to save her. That what was done to her to turn her into this is whatever, but she cannot stay down here. Her only hope is that maybe we've waited long enough, and if we go back above, the air will be safe. And basically, everyone in this society trying to stop you from doing this for their own reasons, right? They either assume you're worse than you are, that you're doing this for some other thing, that you're trying to collapse society. No one believes that you're just doing this because you want to save one little girl. But mechanically in the game, there's the additional thing where you get exposed to a dragon? Which is bad, very bad. Think you've just gotten a lethal dose of radiation poisoning bad. You're going to die. But mechanically, the game does that by, there's a little percentage meter up in the side of the screen that ticks up from 0. Every step you take gives you some decimal percentage point of dragon, and every time you use attacks in combat, it ticks up. And if it ever hits 100, you die. Game over. You've lost. Which is just a very interesting, like, brutal way to handle it. Because the other thing they do is they make it really, really tempting to use the special dragon powers, which raise the meter a lot, but do things like one-shot boss fights. And so you're just like, I'm going to die or I'm going to die. What you gonna do? And it's a very interesting mechanic to, like, dig into that. Um, anyway, I love that game in a lot of ways. It does one of my favorite, like, combat systems. Um, the map is also the fighting arena all the time. So, like, you get into a fight and then, you resolve combat and you're still in the same location. Um, it's not real time, so, like, you're taking turns just like you would expect. But, like, you can do things like, oh, you run up to the enemy and you swing your sword at them, right? Because that's what you do in these games. And if you hit them first, and you're a high enough level or using good enough equipment, you can just kill them without ever having to do the combat. You just go, nope, you're dead, moving on. Um, anyway, but I have to figure out if I can even hook the stupid PlayStation 2 up to my computer, or if I need to buy some sort of conversion upscaler or something. And that's a ways away for us to figure that one out. I'm going to do some research. But anyway, thanks for hanging out while I ramble for another 20 minutes. I enjoyed Have a Nice Death. I wish more roguelikes, like, gave you a tool to, like, turn on or turn off certain options and what you can find in your pools. Like, hey, I'd like stuff that auto targets because I'm just not good enough at the dodging and the melee, right? I would like to not see ceasefire effects because I don't like them. Whatever. But that's not just this game. That's like all of them. But it was a fun game. The story was cute. Pump was awesome. I continue to like roguelikes. I'm trying to think of how to best say, like, I want things on certain themings, right? Like, in Hades, the boons from the gods being aligned, like, in certain themes because of the gods, and thus you can be like, actually, I want to do this kind of build. I think is just still the top gold standard for how to do these things, right? Like, you select your weapon and you go, I don't want to pick up any Dionysus boons with this weapon because it doesn't combo together well. But, ooh, I'd really love to have, an Artemis build with, this sword because it's all about critical hits. And so, like, doing things like that. Anyway, thoughts for a future time. Oh, Festive Fog is so stupid good. It's so stupid good. I always want the Dionysus Festive Fog duoed with Demeter's. It's Demeter, right? Grandma? With the ice, because the duo for that is, like, it freezes enemies that are in the cloud, right? Or am I thinking of a different thing? Doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, great. I was right. Yeah, I want certain combinations, not other combinations. Um, and I just find it very fun to like be able to look at it and go, actually, I really want this set of skills, right? I don't want these, I do want those. Um, which is, yeah, a little lacking in Have a Nice Death, I found, right? Like, you pick your scythe at the beginning out of a selection set of 3, but you have more options than that. And as your basic attack, like how you're going to approach the game, I find that a little actually restrictive. Like, I want to pick the one that I like best. Um, Although the fact that you can go get your first curse and then run back and switch to a different scythe, I mean, sure, okay, maybe that's the trade-off. Um, but like the cloak versus spells, it's like I kind of wish that it was always you get your scythe, you get a cloak and a spell. That way you like have a distinct setup, and then like maybe collecting other ones of that could be recycled into bonuses instead of just, oh well, it's trash because you didn't want it. um, I don't know. The curses were interesting, but the fact that those skill trees for the curses change every run, uh, I don't know. I'm not sure what I would rather have there. Like, it was good, but it wasn't perfect, and I don't know why. I'd have to think on it more. Anyway, I'm still rambling. Here we are, 30 minutes after the stream's basically over. Thanks for hanging out, and tomorrow's Friday, so no strem. Saturday we'll be back with Citizen Sleeper. Yeah, okay. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.